This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi everyone, Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. It is Election Day, and for many folk, this presidential election will be a nail-biter. We likely will not know, though, the final result for some time after the polls close later this evening, and some fear that the tight race will have many on edge. Major cities across the nation even preparing for the possibility of civil unrest. Some governors activating the National Guard. Congressman Bradley Burns serving his last days in office, asking people on both sides of the aisle to have patience and trust in our election system.
Win or lose, I understand how blessed I am to live in this country with the system we've got. And let's accept the result, though not necessarily the policies that the person who gets elected that they push.
Congressman Burns warns that people need to be skeptical about what they see on social media regarding the election, and always go to a trusted source for your information. Election leaders reminding you about COVID precautions at the polls. Voters are asked to social distance and wear a mask while waiting to cast their ballots. Plastic sneeze shields will also be set up to separate you and the poll workers. Everyone will be given their own pen, and we're told that polling sites will be clean throughout the day. Now, if you want to avoid the long lines, consider voting in the afternoon. Polling places tend to be the busiest early in the morning and right before the polls close. Fox 10 News is committed to providing you with the most complete election coverage. We'll continue to have reports throughout our newscast this morning, of course, and on Studio 10. Then beginning at 4 this afternoon, Fox 10 News will have 3 hours of election 2020 coverage before switching to the Fox News Network. But we're also still will be providing live updates on local races during that time. So stay with Fox 10 News on air, online, and on our apps for nonstop coverage this election day. And we have a quick reminder for parents of students who go to Mobile County Public Schools. Classes will not be in session today because about 20 schools are being used as polling sites for today's election. All Mobile County Public Schools and offices are closed today. Meantime, some other schools in our viewing area will also be closed today, but it's because of the aftermath of Hurricane Zeta. Clark County Public Schools and Washington County Public Schools will be closed for the rest of the week. Now, we're told that many families in the affected areas still do not have power, and some are without water. And many bus routes remain impassable right now. Now, they do plan to reopen next Monday. Baldwin County says that a 12-year-old boy is charged with making a terroristic threat. Police say that he threatened students at Summerdale School on social media. Investigators say that an Instagram video showed guns being handled and say the post also included pictures of students, several of whom were circled. Mobile Police's Cyber Crimes Unit helped identify the suspect.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Tracker report, and that is Hurricane Eta making landfall in northern Nicaragua as a Category 4 hurricane. Look at that well-defined eye on the satellite imagery. It's starting to fade as it's approaching landfall, but this thing a behemoth with maximum sustained winds of 150 miles an hour, just pounding this section of Central America. Honduras also feeling the wrath of Hurricane Eta as well. Early this morning, it's moving southwest at 5. The maximum sustained winds are at 150 miles per hour, and it will weaken all the way back to a depression as it moves inland. However, you'll notice as it meanders across Central America this week, it starts to take a turn back to the east and moves back over open water in the Caribbean this weekend, where it will re-strengthen back to a tropical storm by Saturday night and just sort of meanders south of the Yucatan and south of Cuba. Whether or not it moves north back into the Gulf still remains to be seen, but it's something we'll be watching as we head in toward next week. But certainly this week, you won't have to be concerned with Hurricane Eta. Weather headlines. We've got a cold morning. Make sure you bundle up if you're going to be voting early. We're going to track Hurricane Eta. And as far as rainfall, we're not going to have any of that in the short term. We may see a few showers by the end of the week. On the Fox 10 Futurecast, the sky cloudless today and for tomorrow. We start to see the sky go partly cloudy by Thursday as moisture levels rise out of the Gulf. Our temperatures are going to be going up. Both our highs and our lows will be increasing. And by Thursday night at midnight, the sky will be partly to mostly cloudy. Here's how the next 7 days stack up. The high today near 70 will be in the mid to upper 70s for Thursday and Friday. And you can see a few stray showers possible as we kick off the weekend. Look at how much warmer the morning temperatures are. They'll be in the mid 60s starting on Sunday morning. Now we'll have weather updates throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.